Good morning, almost afternoon here on the East Coast. It's Laura Clark with a midday Monday tip that I use more during the week than just on Mondays. Sometimes when we've done some deep work and then we have to get to the nitty-gritty of tasks, we tend to procrastinate. So let me explain. Last week was the first week of the month, and I get so juiced during the first week of the month to get my schedule aligned, to get my priorities aligned, and I look forward to what projects I'm working on and how to infuse love and joy into each of those so that I can help others hear their inner wisdom more consistently and understand it more clearly. And that's what I love to do. That's what I'm passionate about. But then there are some days when I take those big projects, and usually it happens the second week of the month after I've done all of that clarity work, and now I have to get down to the nitty-gritty of producing things when I just tend to procrastinate. It's Monday. I stayed up late watching the Super Bowl. Yes, my team did not win, but the better team did win last night. So I can be very full of sportsmanlike conduct for that. And but I stayed up late. I still got up early. I still did my morning sacred soul journaling. Still kind of did some deep work on releasing things that don't serve me personally. And then I started working, and I found myself slipping into some of my procrastination patterns. So what I did was I pulled out my handy-dandy notepad, and I did this one thing only, and it sparks my interest to get things going, to tackle my tasks with great joy, because it's just a simple little trick that I do each day, and I love it. So what I do is I take a piece of paper. This happens to be a St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, which I love and align with that. So every time I write something on this piece of paper, I'm also sending a little jolt of love off to the research hospitals. But here, every time I finish doing a task, not a project, but just a simple task on a project, I put a heart down on a piece of paper. And I color code them. So the green is all things I did for my family today. My pink hearts are everything I did for Soulwise. The blue hearts are things for my other business. The black hearts are for just kind of team management here at the River House. And then there's a light blue, a secondary green for things that I do for myself. To help me realign. But what I do is I find these hearts and I keep looking at them, and by the end of the day I fill out a sheet and I go, oh my gosh, I got so much done. And it brightens and levels my day. It's something quirky and simple, but it's something that makes me say, oh, I want to get more hearts. It's my little, when you're in first grade, second grade, they put stars on pieces of paper. My mother used to have the thing on the refrigerator. Every time you did a chore, you got a star. And it's going back to the basics of really aligning your energies with what serves you best. And for me, when I have something as simple as this by the side of my desk, whenever I finish writing a blog post, I put a little heart. When the blog post gets onto my website, I put a little heart. When I fed it out into the universe via social media challenges, social media is a challenge, right? Channels. I give myself a heart. So it just helps raise my vibration. Mondays, I typically don't have clients. So, when I work in with clients, it raises my vibration. I love that. But when I'm doing kind of the nitty-gritty marketing aspects of business, that's not my unique brilliance, and that's not what I love to do, but I know it's vitally important to get the message out there. So I take my little tricks and I give myself high fives all day long with these little hearts. So find a trick that serves you to get out of procrastination. Give yourself that gift, that celebration of having achieved something. And the more you celebrate, the more you want to celebrate. And the more you want to celebrate and you are celebrating, your vibration gets raised. And then you get more done in your day. And then you can be really grateful that those things are off your to-do list and you can focus in on what's the highest priority. Because, yeah, we do have things on our to-do list. And they're things that not necessarily excites us. But if we find a way to infuse joy into them, they come full circle for yourself. And, the thing is that, while I'm doing them, I'm like, okay, there's a heart, there's a heart, there's a heart. And the more hearts I can give, the more I celebrate. And I'm going round and round and round. But that's the whole circular premise of this. So we're raising things upward and onward. And St. Jude's gets a little bit of love each time that I put a heart down on a piece of paper. So they win, I win, we all win. And except for the Patriots, I know they didn't win last night, but okay, I'm getting over it. And I have some really great friends in the Philly area who are celebrating like mad today. So I'm getting over that. I'm getting over my procrastination. I'm putting my hearts down on my little ticker here so that I can celebrate at the end of the day a job well done for myself. When we, as solopreneurs, work by ourselves, we don't have a lot of people applauding our work. We don't have the boss saying, hey, thank you so much. We don't have our colleagues saying, you did such a great job. We have to do that for ourselves. And finding ways to do that for yourself will help ignite and inspire your fire. So that's my Monday midday quick tip for getting over procrastination and allowing something like the Patriots lost yesterday to be released and to step forward into more joy and abundance. So I hope that you have a fantabulous Monday and a really great week forward. I'll talk to you soon. Keep smiling.